Dímelo, Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? The hell's going on? God bless you. Bring heaven up into this. Thomas Kosmala, number 10. Desire the cure? Desire the heart, I've heard is the translation. I did look it up before. Cure almost made me think of leather, but I know it's not leather. Desire the heart is the translation. Thomas Kosmala, number 10, is pretty bodacious of a scent. It is an elixir. Oil concentration's a little denser, and we do have a pressurized atomizer. Way off curtain. Oh, the base is musk and amber. My nose, musk. I pick up musk. I didn't even remember the amber. I didn't recognize the lemon zest off the top. Honestly, I pick up a lot of musk. For me, it's a scent that lingers and lingers and trails and trails and lingers more and more. But I don't know that it projects as loudly as a lot of people like their scents to. I don't know that it does. But let's go to the manufacturer's website. I had it pulled up. On Thomas Kosmala's website, it says, a perfectly harmonious balance of citrus, spicy woods, and sweet musk that unravels the deepest desires of the heart, an exploration of duality. Number 10's opposing elements of light and dark, breeziness and warmth, wow, and innocence and sensuality dance together and melt into skin with an intimacy that adapts slightly to each wearer. Wow. You know, that's true of all scents and perfumes. They adapt to each wearer because they ultimately will mix with your chemistry. But this is beautiful juice. This is probably a great base to layer with something else because at the base you've got this musk and amber. So at the top, lemon zest. In the middle, fresh spices. They don't divulge or disclose exactly what spices, but middle notes are fresh spices. And then you've got an amber musk, and it isn't oily. See, it gets sweeter as it dries down. It's really zingy and almost elusively there off the top, but it's because I meld with it. And a lot of people, I think, maybe don't spray enough. I did a couple sprays under the chest, under the shirt. That does leave a fine mist that, you know, kind of hits your neck and all that. Did the back of the neck, and then I did my forearms. So when I lift my sleeves up, I can get the dry down. You know, when I take the sweater off, you're going to get like a scent cloud again of me in the air. Now, I did shower with a musk soap, and I happen to have, this happens to be a soap. I do have body washes, liquid form, but this happens to be a soap, and I found these at TJ Maxx for $3.99 or wherever it was. One of those Ross, TJ Maxx. The sticker was on the wrapper, and I don't have the wrapper on there anymore, but you guys can find these in different flavors. Yeah, Italian soaps. Basically what they look like in all different flavors. They all look the same color, at least the ones that I have. But then I also use that bum cream because I try to use a cream that, and I have a big jar of this in the bathroom. This just happens to be a baby jar that I have over here by the computer. So this Sol de Janeiro, and you'll recognize it by that color of the bottom. It's that orange, whatever that name of that Brazilian bum cream. But it's Sol Janeiro is the name of the company. I always forget that. But then I anticipate, you know, what scent I want to go with. And having that musk base really kind of left it open. And the Sol Janeiro does have a scent, and I don't remember what it is. I don't see that it says what flavor it is. I can look it up, but it's not that important because to me it's pretty neutral. You know, I do have others that smell like berries or strawberries, or I have lavender, I have bergamot and orange zest. You know, I have different flavors, and I have a bunch of actually fragrance infused body lotions. So those are even, when I use those perfumes and scents and I layer with those scented body lotions, oh, primo. But number 10 is for somebody that enjoys a deep, I was going to say a dark musk, but obviously it's that duality. Maybe it's that amber and musk at the bottom that really carry some of those fresh spices later on. That lemon zest has to have played out as the top goes away in the first 15-20 minutes. But you know that base and the oil concentration, again, it is an elixir, so this is a little more oily than the more popular one, Kosmala number 4. Some people say they do have a similar scent profile. I find them different, but I understand the similarities. I find a lot of similarities in a lot of their musk bases, just like you'll find in Manceras, that a lot of Manceras have a similar musk base. That you'll find a lot of PDMs have a similar vanilla base. You know, you find that different houses have signatures in their scents that you can detect. But Thomas Kosmala knocked it out of the park with number 10. Um, it is a fan favorite of mine. I keep forgetting to mention it because there's so many scents that you want to dive into. See if it wants to focus on that Kosmala, doesn't it? But guys, this is not a blind buy worthy uh, bottle. I would say if you can get a sample and of course sample it, that's the way to go. Um, to me, a little bit similar to, which one is it? One of the, something like Magnetic Blend number 7. Inicio's Magnetic Blend number 7 is a musk base. I enjoy the scent on its own, but a lot of people say that this is something that you should layer with or can layer with, and with other Inicio scents or with other scents from wherever you want. You can mix it up however you want. I think this can play in a similar fashion. That musk base, that simple scent profile with that heavy musk and amber base, really lend to mixing. So one to definitely sample. For me, it's a great, great, great addition to the collection, and I actually use it quite often. It's just been in the last 2 months I haven't used it as quite as much. But as soon as I got it, this was a fan favorite in my house. For me, this stuff just lingers and doesn't go away. It stays on your body. Just like number 4. A lot of Kosmala stuff really stays, and it'll stay close to the skin maybe for a lot of people, but that scent bubble is going to be intimate. To me, that's not a problem. Now, number 4 can be kind of loud, I thought, but I thought number 10 was loud, but it depends how heavy you spray too. You don't need to spray 15 sprays of these to get your point across. Again, number 10, sorry to make the video so long, but hope you guys have a blessed weekend. That is my scent of the day. Peace.